Alright guys, welcome back to the BusterBarnes YouTube channel. Yesterday in the video we ranked all of the 2020 to 21 Premier League home kits from worst to best, and in today's video we're going to be doing exactly the same thing but with the away kits. As always, leave your rankings of the away kits in the comments below, or at least which your favourite and least favourite away kits from this upcoming season are. And without further ado, let's get into it again with the bottom, and that is going to be none other than West Brom, with a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a Norwich tribute kit or something. They're replacing them in the Premier League, so maybe they're trying to, give some condolences to Norwich. But yeah, the yellow and green stripes going down just doesn't look very good. It's probably not going to look very good on the pitch either. So yeah, that is quite clearly, in my opinion, the bottom kit. And yeah, just not a very nice kit at all. The colours do... well, I guess the colours aren't too bad together. Like Norwich have had some okay kits. But I think with this combination with just... the stripes going down, I don't think it's very nice. The next kit is also a very bad kit in my opinion. I've actually heard some people say they quite like it, but I don't. It's the Wolves away kit. Their home kit, as always, is usually very nice, but the away kit, what is going on here with the blue sky pattern, and then it just completely divides into this white with a black trim. Personally, I don't get it. I don't think it looks good on anyone either when I've seen people wearing it. I just think, yeah, that's just a pretty horrible kit as well. Actually, probably does give West Brom's away kit a run for its money. But, I mean, the fact that it's not yellow and green probably helps out a little bit. The next one is Crystal Palace's kit, which I think this is, even though they're all designed the same, I think this is the worst one out of the three. I think the white just doesn't go with the colours as well as the other two do. And yeah, it's just, again, the way that it ends here and the shoulders are just going down. I think it just makes people look a bit hunched and a bit silly. So yeah, not a great kit in my opinion. It sort of looks like someone's sewed together two different kits. That's how silly it looks in my opinion. But the next one is going to be a new kit from a promoted team, one that was only released I think yesterday. That is Fulham's away kit. Yeah, I mean, just a heads up guys, I'm not a massive fan of the colour yellow, so some of you actually might really like some of these kits, but I personally do not like bright yellow kits. And the reason that this one is probably the worst out of the ones in this video is because of just it's got some weird little whitey yellow pattern on the sleeves, and I just think, God, imagine wearing that kit just out and about. I think just anyone would just look stupid in that kit. I couldn't see anyone looking good in it. So yeah, that is why Fulham's ranks from 4th to 4th bottom in the list. The next team is Tottenham. Tottenham did not fare too well in my last video. You guys can obviously check that out up in the card. Hopefully I'm pointing at the right direction. I think I am. But yeah, Spurs' kit. I think some people, again, like this kit. It's a dark green, and to be fair, it is a different coloured, kit. We don't see many green kits, so fair play to Tottenham. But I don't think it's necessarily the colour. I think it's the trims. They've got a bit of a pinky trim here and there, and some other colours thrown into the small details, which I just think makes the shirt look just pretty grim. And I think the green as well, I think they could have maybe picked a better shade of green. Maybe it will look better when it's on the players and they're running around. Hopefully the shorts are the same colour, because I think that would probably make it look a bit better. But I just don't think the combination of a dark green with a pink trim just looks very good in my opinion. It's nice to try and be different, so fair play to them, but I just don't think it looks that great. Going up to the next spot, that is Everton. Again, bright yellow kit. They've got the arrows on the shoulders, which I think in the home kit where they're white on blue actually looks very good, but I just think the blue on yellow, I've watched, too many seasons of Chelsea where they've had the yellow and blue kit to just personally think that yellow kits just don't look very good. Neither blue doesn't really complement them either. I don't even know what colour would complement them. The only colour that I think yellow probably works on is black. And yeah, any other kits with a different combination of yellow aren't that great in my opinion. Going up next, it is West Ham. I think the issue I mainly have with this kit is, well, again, I couldn't see many people wearing this outside, just walking through the street, but also it's the way that the stripe here you can see a clear cut off where it ends, and I just think that makes the kit look a bit thrown together, if you know what I mean. It just makes it look a bit chunky instead of like a nice smooth layout. So I think that's the main reason why West Ham are there. I don't think it's an awful kit, but we're sort of getting into that mid-table kit territory with that one. So going just above West Ham is Southampton with their sort of dark blue sort of kit. I think it just looks a bit, again, pieced together. Like, it doesn't look like a nice smooth flowing kit. You've sort of got different shades of blue. The trims are a bit different. So yeah, again, not an awful kit from Southampton, but there's not, I guess the main thing is there's not really a lot to say about it, and that's why it sort of ranks in the middle of the park. The next one is Newcastle. Again, sort of a yellow kit, but it's kind of, I guess, the colour of like one of those training bibs that you'd wear when you were playing football as a kid. So, I mean, I guess the training bibs they're still wearing now in training, but I don't think it's completely awful. So, and I think the fact that it's sort of a bit more green sort of saves it a little bit. I think the logos as well with the black instead of, having like blue or another colour like that sort of helps them out as well. So I think this is a bit of a middle of the table kit. It probably will as well, I think, look a little bit better when it's on the players, but I could be wrong, but I think it will do okay. The next kit, ranking again sort of middle of the park, is actually the Chelsea away kit. Now, this kit, again, I think has swayed opinions. Some people think it looks a bit like a pyjama top, which I can kind of get with the colour, but also it's got a bit of a design, got a bit of a sort of metallic little design with the ridges on it, which I don't think are that bad. Again, it's something a bit different that we haven't really seen on a kit before, so I will give it the benefit of a doubt. I'm not sure if I'd buy this kit. I do actually want to buy 2 Chelsea kits this season, but the only one that I really like is the home one, so I'm not too sure. I have to think about that, but I do think this kit's okay, but it's nothing special, but fair play for trying to be different. Just above that, I've actually got the Leeds kit. Now, guys, obviously I've said that I'm not a big fan of stripes going down, but I think with the sort of black and dark green, it's sort of not too bad. It's not too bold and in your face. And also, again, they've got a sort of gold trim on the shoulders as well. I think the logos help out the shirt a bit also. And I think, like I said in the last video, I like a bit of gold. And I do think that it's like a sort of okay kit, not too bad indeed. Now, it was a bit of a toss-up whether to put this one above the next team, but I have got Liverpool. The only reason I think Liverpool's a bit above is just because it's a different pattern, sort of a wavy turquoise pattern, which I wouldn't say I necessarily love, but I think it's different. I do think the colour is nice. There is something about it which I don't think necessarily works all that well, but I do think it can look good if you're just wearing it out and about with something else. I'm not sure going full kit with if they have some also turquoisey shorts. I'm not sure how good that's going to look, but I do think the shirt by itself actually looks okay. So yeah, Liverpool there ranking in I believe about 8th place in this table. Just going above that is going to be Manchester United. I don't really get what the design is. I've ranked it quite high because it's just, the thing is I quite like darker colours because they just sort of suit me better, and it is obviously mainly black, but it's got it looks like it's got sort of smudges on it of black. I don't really understand what the thinking behind the design is. Maybe a United fan can inform me in the comments, but I don't think it's, again, anything special, but I do think that you could be seen wearing this out and about. I think it would look decent. I think it would suit pretty much anyone, so I have gone for this slightly higher in the ranking system, even though I don't necessarily completely understand the kit at all. The next one is actually going to be Brighton and Hove Albion's away kit. Now, obviously, guys, I did say that I don't really like yellow kits, and that is true. I don't think I'd wear this kit. However, I do think that it is actually quite clean. I think the collar with the blue actually looks quite nice, the way that it sort of goes down, and with the blue trim just at the end of the sleeves, I do think it's quite small, it's quite slight, the blue that's on there, which I think is quite nice, and I just think it's a nice clean kit, and I could actually see people wearing this and it actually not looking too bad. So I think that, whilst I think Brighton maybe went over the top a bit on their home kit trying to make it look smart, I do think that a bit of a less over the top smart look on this away kit is actually quite nice, and that is why they rank in 6th place. The next one in 5th is Arsenal. Now, this might actually be the top of some people's lists, or maybe even rank lower. Some people saying, that it looks like, there's blood splattered on it, which to be fair is what it does. Some gunners saying, oh, we're going to war, and other people saying, no mate, it just looks a bit like, someone's periods. But anyway, I think that the Arsenal kit is actually alright, but and different. You know, it's got the streaks going diagonal, I think makes it look a bit better as well. And I do think that maybe from far away it might look a bit better, but I still think it's an alright kit. And I do think that people and anyone can look good wearing it as well. It sort of grew on me. Like at the start I didn't like it at all, but actually when I saw other kits and when I looked at that kit more, it rose a bit more up the ranks for me. In fourth place we have Leicester City. A bit of a toss up between this and the next one that I will talk about in a sec. The nice sort of burgundy sort of kit. I mean, my school jumper when I was in school used to be burgundy, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But I do think it's just a nice clean kit. We don't really see kits that colour that much either. I actually think it's better than their home kit. And yeah, it's just I think it's just a nice colour, very clean. And I do think it will look good when it's being used and played with on the pitch next season. In first place, we actually have Aston Villa's kit. Now, I really like this kit. It's black. It's got the very faint sort of dark claret strips going down the front, and I do think that whilst I've said there's like I don't really like a divide between the top of the shirt and the sort of lower bit, I think with the way it's curved and the fact that these are black and that the whole kit is sort of dark as well, I think that sort of makes up for it. So in third place I'm going with Aston Villa. Will they avoid relegation? I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll see next season. And now we get to the top two. I think you guys know where this is probably going, but in third place I actually have Sheffield United. The nice pink kit, I think it's very clean, very smart, and pink kits just tend to actually look quite good on them in the Premier League, don't they? They seem to actually have quite a nice clean feel about them. I guess a bit different as well, but I think the logo sort of blends quite well with it, even just because it's got like a sort of a bit of a brighter red. I think it looks alright, and I think it does look quite smart, and it will be a nice kit to watch. You know, Sheffield's maybe a team that aren't necessarily the nicest team to watch, but you know that should definitely help them out a little bit watching them on the football pitch. And in first place, we all know where this is going. It is the absolutely amazing kit of Manchester City. I feel like this kit sort of makes people in a way wish that they were, I guess maybe not wish that they were Man City fans, but wish that they're, you know, the people that are making their kits, you know, came up with this idea too. It's just very nice. It's dark. It's got the sort of dark blue sort of accentuations, looking a bit like of a Middle Eastern style kit. I think it looks really, really nice. And I do think, like, if it wasn't Man City, if it was Chelsea, I'd be ordering this kit straight away, like 100%. Like, I usually wait a bit until I order kits, till like Christmas, birthdays, or sometimes I order them myself. But with that kit, I'd be on there straight away ordering this Man City kit, because I do think it's really nice and going to look amazing on the football pitch as well. So yeah, that is my second kit ranking video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Be sure, if you missed it, to check out my ranking of the home kits that I uploaded yesterday. I will also be coming out with a video soon where I will be ranking all of the third kits as well. I think there's about 10 or 11. I think United actually released their third kit today or maybe yesterday, depending on when you're watching this or when it's uploaded. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Please be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the BusterBarnes YouTube channel for more footballing, Chelsea, Fantasy Premier League and FIFA 21 content. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.